Touch back for Arfield. 1-0 Burnley. Scott Arfield. He's been threatening that recently. And all the Burnley players run to the Darwin end. Oh, what a goal! What a goal from Robbie Blake! Burnley's first goal in the Premier League is something very, very special.
Poor performance, I think, especially after the weekend. It was sort of chalk and cheese performance-wise, but I think the lads looked a bit leggy. A number of games is probably catching up with them a little bit, so I expect company will probably rotate a little bit for the weekend and try and freshen it up. I thought Jay looked a bit tired. Number of games is probably catching up with him. To be fair, I'm not sure what we've got if we don't play him. I mean, it's him or Barnes, isn't it? I think, because Twine looks like he's still a way off yet. Look, there's plenty of things to still be positive about. We're still unbeaten. Is it 12-13 or something now? We're still in and amongst it at the top. We've managed to get a point despite playing dreadful. Probably one of the poorest performances of the season, to be fair, but we've still managed to get a point out of it, away from home as well. That's all you can do in this league. We're still, you know, as I say, in and amongst it, near the top. Yeah, just one of those bang average performances. It's disappointing to concede after taking the lead again. How many times is that now this season? And you sort of knew it was going to come, but Birmingham, they played well. They're a good team. They looked like they might win it towards the end, to be fair. So yeah, we've come away with a point. Let's look on the bright side of it. We're still there. We're still in amongst it. Mix it up a little bit on Saturday. Hopefully get 3 points there. Get us back on track.
Birmingham City 1, Burnley 1. Fucking hell. How many times we go 1-0 up and again we have conceded a goal again. We cannot defend balls into the box. They tried to drag us down to their level. They were poor. I know they ran for the shirt. They ran the socks off to Birmingham, and they were quite a fit team, good defensively and everything. But this team is full of Birmingham cities. Sorry, this league is full of Birmingham cities. We haven't got the quality to break these teams down. Well, we do, but we don't know how to do it when they put 10, 11 men behind the ball. It is so fucking frustrating. Honestly. You know, don't get me wrong, I'm loving the fact it's all changed and we play some really good football now. But we've no battlers in the team at all. We want too much time on the ball. This league isn't about that. Sometimes you have to roll your sleeves up and just show the fucking defence up. Show it up. If you're going to get a 1-0 and hold on it, you've got to show your midfield up, show your defence up. And then try and grind it out. We've not got anybody in that team that can grind out a result. We can't do it.
Poor performance, good result. If you'd asked me before the game, obviously I would have thought we would have won that. Obviously, we've not. It's simply because we just didn't play as we can. We didn't deserve to win it. We possibly deserved to lose it, especially in the last few minutes. They were tatering us. We just couldn't string enough passes together, and when we were, it was in the defensive third. Ponderous. We weren't penetrating as we can. I don't think there was any standout performers at all. I think Teller had a quiet game. Maybe that was the game plan from Birmingham. I think they were double manning him, and in some points when I seen him on the ball, there was 3 men around him, so he struggled. He was a bit isolated. I'm not too upset about that, and the reason I'm not too upset about it is because that's as poorly as we will play all season. Like, genuinely, that was a really bad performance, and we've still not lost away from home. And in the Championship, the way that it's been this season, how can we be disappointed with a point away? I think there's still obviously plenty to come. We spoke enough times now about it clicking. We thought the Wigan game at 5-1 was an opportunity for us to sort of kick on and start winning a few in a row. And I feel it was a similar thing against Swansea. We thought after that it was going to be a few games in a row where we could get decent results, but it's just not happening like that. But in these early stages, as long as we can get results and we can continue to tick over and get these points, it is going to come to a position where we will quite easily see these, well, not obviously tonight, but good performances turn into points. I usually can say there's one standout player in every game, but tonight I don't think there's anyone that I would sort of hang my hat on and say they were very good. I think everyone was relatively poor. I think Johan, when he came on, I think he did okay. Obviously scored the goal. We looked to get the ball at him at every opportunity, but it just wasn't enough. I'm frustrated, and I think a lot of the fans will be frustrated. But if we can continue in the same vein now, throwing a performance like that, still get a result away from home, it's never a bad thing. It'll come to a point where we can start getting a few decent performances in concession and start getting a few points in concession as well. I think that will come, and I keep saying it will come. But maybe it's just going to take a little bit longer than we all anticipated and hoped for. But I think we've got, is it an away game next? I'm not 100% sure. I think we've got an away game next, and then we've got a run of home games that are winnable. And the fact that we have drawn as many as we have, and we're still where we are in the table, as long as we can start turning these draws, which we're drawing too many, as long as we can turn those draws into wins and we can stop conceding softly when we're on top, then I really do think we'll be okay. I just can't see any other team in this league being able to do us on consistency. Because the one thing we have been is consistent. We may not have blown enough teams away. We may not have put in enough performances where you'd say, yeah, they're the real deal. But the consistency where we haven't been beaten in this amount of time, it just shows you what we're about. And it's only a matter of time now until we begin to string some results together, and hopefully we're one of the only teams that'll do it, and we can start to pull away a little bit. But the proof is in the pudding, and we'll see.